All right, you guys, this is the Uncle P's weekend getaway video of what happened this week. No, I'm just playing. It's actually Friday as we speak. I'm just recording this early. This is my review. I'm waiting on my wife. She's in a meeting. So while I'm waiting on her to get done with that meeting, I said, hey, why not go ahead and get this knocked out today instead of tomorrow? So it was a really good week. Start off rough, but ended up being a very profitable week. And I'm going to go over the trade setups that I saw. And this is my form of backtesting. If this is your first time, type a 10 below so I can know who's new. But this is my way of doing backtesting. And I'm going to go through every single one of the pairs, go step by step using both of my trading systems that I do, just to see how good I could have done, whether I could have done better or not, and stuff like that. But like I've been teaching for the longest, doing back testing the way the people be typically doing it, just running through a back tester without actually checking to see whether you would have even taken that trade due to it being a big news event and this and that and this. That's where the failure in back testing comes in. So me doing it on the weekend or at the close of the market, which the market's going to close in 40 minutes. So really, realistically, the market's dead and ain't doing nothing on the Friday. So the point is that I get to take a look and say, okay, with all the news that I know took place and the trades I didn't take because of news events and stuff like that, how well did my strategy with this trading system actually hold up? So that's what I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to start with AUD USD, and I'm going to start with the Simplicity Sexy Analyst, okay? And you can go to our website, and it is on sale for holiday discount. When the discount is over, it's going to be over, and it may not even run until Christmas because, I gave y'all discounts all the way through October. So if you want one of my systems, you need to go to our website and grab it now at superezforex.com. All right, so here we go. So here's what I did on this one here. And I'm going to go to the 415er. So those who have this already, you already know this was a very dumb, simple 415er. And you can watch the video that I posted earlier today, even though I'm going to be playing this tomorrow. So on yesterday, which is Friday, you can look at some of the trades that I closed out while they were still running. So you can see what I did. But this was a very simple 415er. Let me do this because I see and I don't need the scanner. When your screen is blanked out and you can't click up here, that means you have tabs up here and your MT4 hasn't caught up. It's going to take a while. So the best thing to do is to go to your charts, do that, close out as many. And if you have templates like me, go to a blank one. Watch this. Go to blank and see how instantly that popped open. See all my options popped open. Now you can go back in and go back to whatever setting you had, and all your tabs are working fine. That's how you do that, okay? It's just that the MT4 is a little bit slower catching up, but I darn sure will tell y'all ahead of time, the MT4 is way better than the MT5. I hate that they're going to be changing over with a lot of brokers in the near future, but no, the MT5 is terrible, in my opinion, all right? So anyway, moving on. All right, so this is the 415, and you can see we look for candles to retest the area, 2 or more candles, which you have more than that, drop to the 15-minute, and there was the arrow. I did catch it on the move here. See that? That move there, okay, which netted approximately, let's say you got here, and it went to here, about 27 pips right there, okay? But in essence, I actually got more than that. I had like 60-something pips. You can't see because of the supply and demand zone, but it actually dipped deeper than that. So when it went and did that pullback, I got it there, and that was about 55 pips times 2 positions, okay? Or 30 or 40 pips times 2 positions. Look at the video yesterday. You'll see. So anyway, either way it goes, it was some really good pips, but I ate real good, but I closed them out because number one, it's a Friday, and number two, I knew it was going to come right back up and retest for next week, which you see it doing this retesting. So I did get some very good pips off of that one. I was very happy. This one here, not much happening. AJ, not much happening. ACAT, not much happening. Although those who have the system, you could have called it up here. Let's drop to the 15-minute. There was your arrow. I'll show you again. Those who are new, we look for 2 or more candles, tap dancing off the top of our simplicity zone, and then we drop to the 15-minute and voila to the la. We wait for the arrow from the scanner, and look at that massive drop. So that was another opportunity that you guys could have easily taken advantage of. For those who have the system, that would have netted you about 100 pips right there. Okay, moving on to the next trade. Let me get this line out of the way. Okay, all right, let's go to the next one. A Swiss, not much on that one. Swiss JPY. This is the one I showed you guys where the new strategy came into play, where it's a continuation pattern. So you have to ask yourself, what was the direction of the trend already? And you can clearly see it was heading down. So once it comes up and recreate these high points, see these highs? It's already heading down. Recreate these highs, you're looking for entries. And that's where the scanner comes in, where you just set, for me, showing you guys the 430 strategy, meaning the 4 hour, and then you get the scanner, wait for the scanner to send you an arrow on the 30-minute time frame. And once you see that, take it to the downside. So I'm going to mark this up. This was an easy 430 strategy move that you could have taken. Go to the 30-minute, look at that arrow, almost to the dot. It went sideways for a minute and dropped off the map. See? But the difference is, let me show you the difference. This one was already heading down, so it's a continuation pattern. This one is a complete reversal because it's all the way at the very top. So when it drops like that, that's a reversal trade because it's heading up technically, and then it gives you a little pullback or reversal. Okay? So that's the difference. So if you like continuation trading, then this 430 strategy that I posted the day before yesterday is going to be a favorable point for you. You're going to love it. Okay? And there you go. All right, so here we go. Cat Swiss, same thing. Look at the reversal video that I did, and you'll see that there was opportunities on this one with the 4 hour already heading down. Drop to the 30-minute, and you're looking for an opportunity to enter, and there it was also. Same thing, okay? So that was a great opportunity. This one I should have gotten in, but it was just sitting for so long. I knew it was going to pop up. You can even go to the daily and see how it's bouncing off the bottom of the daily, just clustering, just like it did here. It does that a lot. It'll cluster in this area and then boom, just shoot all the way out. So I knew this was going to do it. I just didn't have the patience, to be honest. I should have. But look at how many 4 hour candles. These are all 4 hour candles. So realistically, I just went on with something else, but I should have just put a little something on it because I knew that this move to the upside was going to happen. And literally, I just was impatient. I was just impatient, and I said, let me utilize my capital in a different direction. But on the Friday, I call it the Friday flush, because what happens is you have a lot of accumulation that holds. The market will hold it. And then on Friday, they want to clear their books. And so they'll flush all these different things out on Friday. And that's what they did here. They just held it in one area, Friday flush, and you had a pop-up. So I did miss that one. That was on me. All right, on this one here, I took it many times to the upside and back to the downside. So boom, took it to the upside, cashed out, waited for this pullback. This is going to be a nice one. Now, this is a 415er, meaning 4 hour, touch, retest at bottom, drop to the 15-minute, and I'm waiting for an arrow, okay? I see it's already starting to formulate, but I'm hoping that it pulls right back down here and literally touch, wait for the arrow, and I'm definitely going to be looking to take this one to the upside, but that's a 415er. It's a reversal trade. Notice where's the trend? Heading down. So if you're trying to look for the 415er, what's the difference between the 415 and the 430? The 415 is reversal because you're looking for price action to be settling down at the bottom of the buy zone, see these zones, or the red up top from simplicity. Okay, like when it did here, that was a reversal because it was heading up and then it completely reversed. This is heading down. You're looking for a complete reversal to the upside. That's reversal. The 430 is a continuation. It's already heading down and it just did a short pullback. You wait for that arrow off the 30-minute and continue it on down. It pulls back up. Waiting for a sell arrow to the downside, and that's the difference, continuation. So 415 is reversal. Write that in your notes. 415 is reversal. 430 is continuation. Both of them are off the 4 hour time frame, but one is a continuation and one is a reversal strategy. Okay? All right, let's keep moving. All righty. Now, Euro USD. Oh, I ate so good, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. Now, which one is this? I had sold right here. Is that a 415? Or a 430. I'm training you. What is it? Correct. It's a 415er. Why? Because it's a complete reversal. So when it came up here, after that, the Fed news that came out earlier, ate up a lot of accounts, but this scene, I saw it retest in this area. See my supply and demand zone, everything you need was right here telling you this was the crux of the crux. Man, I ate so doggone good up off that thing. It was, whew. Look at that arrow. See, I got in right there. GU too. I'm going to show you GU. Man, I ate deliciously on that trade. Deliciously. I ate so good. Oh my God. Man, I ate really good off of this trade. Man, this one did very, very well. I do assume that on next week, since it's creating, and my students who come to my class, you already know what this is. What is that? A slant pattern. Now, it could continue down like this is doing, but it may do like this where it went down, stops on support, bounces back up a bit, which I'm hoping it will bounce back up, and then I can jump on it either with the ocean wave trading, or I can do it with the 430 strategy. Either way it goes, I'll be looking to chew up off of this a little bit more. But I'm expecting it to pull back up and possibly retest an area. I'm hoping it would. That would be really nice. But if not, there's more trades everywhere. I ate good off of that. I ain't gonna lie. Ooh, my stomach was full with pips. This one I didn't really fool with. See, it was too much accumulation. See all these candles, accumulation. Now, I will share this. With this system, it was ugly. Wait till we get to Ocean Wave. You'll see. It was pretty. Okay? All right. Let's go to EuroCAD. I didn't do much with this one. However, let's see if this one was that 430 strategy. What is the 430? Reversal or continuation? You got it. Continuation. What was the overall direction already? Down. You got it. Did we have 2 or 3 confirmations or more? Realistically, to feel really comfortable, I'm looking for 3. What was the 3? Number 1 is at the Fibonacci levels, which is already pre-built into the Sexy Analyst. You don't have to draw up your fib levels. It's automated. So it's at the 38.2 fib. It's also at the resistance level, and you see a supply and demand zone, and you had a bump against the trend line, which was heading down. So I'm going to mark this up and see, did we get a 30-minute arrow off of that bad boy? And why to the freaking lob, which, by the way, yes, I did take this trade, and yes, it did hit my take profit. I had set my take profit at the average daily range low, and so yes, it actually hit my take profit and went way below it. So, you know, it is what it is. You don't know how far it's going to go. I just know it's typically going to get you to the average daily range, but guess what? It went another 83 pips beyond that. Woo! But you know, you take what you can get. I took 77, but truth be told, I could have had twice as much of the pips. But again, you don't know how far it's going to go. Looking back in time, you got Nostradamus eyes saying, oh, I can read the future, or I can read the past. Yeah, because hindsight is 20/20, but you didn't know. But I did set it for the ADR low, and I also got my trade on GCAD as well, which closed out in profit. So those all hit take profit for me, so I'm very happy with that. But all it was a what? 430 strategy. See, I knew it was going to continue down. It just did a pullback, hit all this, wait for the arrow on the 30-minute, and it continued down, and there we go. All right, moving on to another trade this week. This one here, this was the same thing. I told you guys this was another 430 with that strategy. Okay, which way was it heading? See, came back, retested, and the first sign that is catching my attention is when it hits these resistance dots. Now, with the Sexy Analyst, it's already pre-built in with support and resistance levels. So these dots represent support and resistance levels. Okay. And it's changeable. I always use the 4-hour time frame, but you can go in there and set it for a daily time frame, weekly. So it's all adjustable, and it's all within the Sexy Analyst, already pre-built in. Okay. That's why I don't mark up charts anymore, because I can click on my charts and in seconds, the system will do it for me. Okay. But as you can see here, drop to the 30-minute, and this one was covered in the last video. This one did not have an arrow, so I didn't get in on this one, but it still worked out perfectly fine. It still did the same thing without the arrow. So yeah, that would have been a great opportunity, but I didn't take that one because it didn't have an arrow. But did it work out? Yes, it did. Still did the same thing. Okay, so no, I didn't get that one. All right, moving on. And all of those reversal things, look, here's another one. That one did have an arrow, came in late because of the sharp move, quick, fast movement, but you still could have ate a few pips up off of it. But either way it goes, you can see that right there. Let me mark it so we can see that. Okay. Sometimes when you get hard, fast moves, these are news candles. So when it moves really, really fast, the arrow may come in a little bit late, but there we go. It's the same thing though. Still going to be a winner no matter what. Because it's a 430 continuation. Love those. Okay. Anyway, Euro NZD. It was another one. Now that one we did get an arrow, but see these big candles? That means it came out really, really fast. And the arrow was trying to catch up and say, hurry up and get in this one. So when it pulled back and then it dropped again. So this was another 430 winner, and that netted you about 123 pips on that one. Okay, so very, very nice trade. And again, the market is still open. You can see it flicking right here, but it's just Friday, and it's 4:34 at this time, so nothing to trade. I'm not taking any trades. I'm just doing my weekend review early. All right, here we go with another one. Oh God, and I should have took this one. I saw it. Why? Because first of all, it was a slant pattern, and you can see these slants. See, slant, pop up, slant, pop up, slant, pop up, slant, pop up, slant, pop up. I've been teaching you guys this for years now. Deep slant. What is going to be the next move? Pop up. So when it clustered right here, this was the entry. Let's see if we got an arrow on it. No, we didn't get it. Hold on. Let me mark it first. Make sure I got the right area. Oh my God. I knew it. But see, no arrow. No arrow came in, and that's okay. So yeah, I didn't. I knew I was going to do it, but we didn't get an arrow. So, all right. But I will say this: part of the reason why is because look how these were going. But I don't know. It just didn't give me an arrow. But that would have been nice. At least you know what to look for. Okay, 50% retracement. It did hit resistance level. It just didn't touch the trend line and everything else. So we had two, but the third confirmation was the invisible one. What was the third confirmation on this one, you guys? Just to test your knowledge. We had the 50% retracement. We had resistance dots. It was actually at the average daily range high, so that we could use that, okay? And by the way, this is not my indicator. That's why I don't give it to you guys, but you can float on the internet and find it and download it somewhere. I did get this from our signal service. Okay. That's where I got it. In our signal service, we have indicators in there for our signals members. So it did reach the ADR high, did hit resistance, and is sitting at the Fibonacci level. What was the invisible one that's in your face? It's invisible, but it ain't. The candles themselves. Look how many times these candles tried to hit this level and break through to the upside and couldn't. That was your other confirmation. It was stalled out and it made a major drop. That was huge, right? So even without the arrow, you kind of knew this was coming. Okay, it was no surprise. So let's go to GN. GN, same thing. Look at how many of these are continuations. Okay, see? Didn't get the arrow, but nevertheless, it still worked out. Okay, so you say, well, Uncle Pete, why don't you take some without the arrow? You might be right. Damn the arrow, oh, Lord forgive me, but you know, hey, that's some good stuff. Put your stop loss right above the supply and demand zone and just let it go. You know what I mean? Dang, I might have to consider that. That might have to be one of my new rules. I always like comfortability with the arrow, but I might have to start ditching it. Forget the arrow, you know, but it's safer with the arrow. That's why I just like trading safe, especially when you're managing prop firm accounts. You know, you want to be as safe as possible, but man, that's some good change right there. Now, here's one that I did get. Okay, I did get this one. And it did have the arrow. And so this one followed my rules. And this is part of where I was talking about on this past one, this class. How much are you willing to stick to your rules? Because sometimes when you stick to your rules, you might end up missing opportunities. But even when following your rules, you're still going to catch a lot of good opportunities. So it's just a matter of whether you want to shift your rules and say, forget the arrow, or you want to keep it. It's up to you guys. That's why I say I show you strategies, but it's not hard set in stone that you have to do it this way. It's totally up to you. But I did eat very well up off of this one. So this one did meet my rules. And look at that. I still ate really, really good. 149 pips. And you can see that in the video I just posted prior to this one where I was in this trade and closed it out. Okay. All right. So this one was pretty good. All right. And you can see that the auto trend lines, they automatically shift. So this is now shifted back upwards because this was an uptrend overall and meandered to the other side. So the chances are with this slant pattern, it's telling me, in my opinion, it already made its drop. What do you think is going to happen next? That it's going to pop and go back up into its overall major trend. Why? Because as I taught you guys, the first part of the week, it typically is trend trading week, and it likes to go back up into the trend. So that's what I'm assuming may happen. I could be wrong, but I believe this will. It's already, look at these slant patterns. See, slant, pop up, slant, pop up, slant, pop up, slant. What's the next move? Pop back up. In what direction? What do you see the trend line saying? They already shifted to tell me the truth, even though the market ain't even open next week. It's already shifted. First, the trend lines was this way, but now that this drop has happened, they're saying, hey, now it's time for us to go back this way. That's the goodness of having kind of like an AI technology, where your indicators can think for you. You know, you don't have to keep remarking up your charts. It'll automatically recalibrate itself to adjust to what the market has done. So the drop has already happened. Now it's telling me, hey, be prepared next week for a possible pullback back upwards into the trend. Okay. The trend is your friend, right? So look at this. What was the overall direction? Up. So now these at the time were heading down. Now you see it's saying it's time to go back up. Okay. So that was a very nice one. I ate good and it fit my rules. Okay. This one I didn't do anything with. It was too much. I didn't do anything, and I didn't do anything with G Swiss. I did open that trade, but I didn't keep it. I didn't hold it. Oh my God. Look at the video from yesterday. Look at the video from yesterday. I actually did have this position, but it was like, okay, it's 9 o'clock. I don't know if it's going to move. See, dang it. Oh my God. I should have left it alone. And I closed it out on camera in front of you guys. Should have left it alone. See, this is why I do reviews, not just to review for the past week, but to correct mistakes that I'm making. I closed it out thinking, I ain't feeling this one. And look what it did. 52 pips. And I was in this trade, live recorded. Go look at the video yesterday and look at this trade. You'll see I actually was in this one. And I clipped dum diddy dum diddy did diddy. Oh my God. Wow. Moving on. All right, let's go to GPP. I ate very well off of this one though. This was a normal for everybody has simplicity and the sexy analysts combined. You already know what this is. This is a normal 415er. That's why I told you guys earlier, if you missed this video, if you missed some of these trades on Wednesday, I'm going to slap you across your head because you're a poor student. No, I'm just playing. But the point is look, you should have known this one. It's in your back office tutorials, step-by-step tutorials and example videos. How many candles need to touch the top? 2 or more. Do we have that? Absolutely. See that? Boom, boom, boom. Drop to the 15-minute. And that is a reversal strategy. So we look for the 415er. And this one I got in. And look at that drop. That was nice. Yes, I ate good and I closed it out. Took my money and ran it. All right. Now this one is going to be hopefully a nice one. We'll see what it's doing. See that? So this one here is a 430. Okay. Why? Where's the trend direction? It's heading upwards. See how the trend lines have already projected that this should be heading up. So once it came all the way across, then this one, which by the way, I closed it out with a few pips already. But then since it's the weekend, I decided not to hold the trade over the weekend. So on all of my accounts, I actually closed out just a little bit in profit because I said, you know what? I don't want to hold it over the weekend. Anything can happen over the weekend. But yes, did this follow along with a 415er? I'm sorry, a 430. Why? Yes, because it's a continuation. What is the overall trend direction? You can see it sitting on support, multiple candles, sitting at the 78.6. That's enough information. That's enough information for me to say, okay, this is its bottom and it's sitting on support. Wait for the arrow on the 30-minute and look at there. Look at there. It was going up. But again, yes, you can see the market is still flickering a little bit, but it's real slow. And I'm not jumping in no trade. The market will close in about 17 minutes. Moving on to the next one. This one, wild and crazy, nothing for me. Okay. That one I didn't do anything with. In U, I did a little something off of it. It bumped, did a little something, and I closed it out pretty quickly. See, this is the reason why. It was just still going sideways. It's still undecided. So when it did a few pips to this downside, yes, I snatched a little something right there on that move. And then after that, I closed it quickly because I said, you know what? It's too choppy. See all this choppiness? That's called consolidation for people who don't know, which means it's still undecided. See all that choppiness? Don't hold them. Take what you can get and move on. There was other trades that can give you clean, clear pips. No need to hang on to choppy, sloppy pairs. If it's choppy and sloppy, if it gives you some pips, take what you can get and get up out of there. Okay, these are snipers. Okay, these are sniper little candy or snack pips. We call them snack pips. They give you a little snack. Other ones gave you real good eating, like GU and Euro USD. Those gave you some really good eating, but this was just a snack. It was going sideways. When it dropped, I took my pips and I got up out of there. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one, Euro CAD. This thing that fell through the ground. I don't know what the deal is on this one. So hopefully it'll stabilize on next week, and we'll see mid going towards Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, maybe it'll set up for a nice reversal. And if it does, let's go to the daily. See, this thing can still come down some more. See what I'm saying? But it is testing this level right here. I do see that. Just drawn up from prior low. See these candles? It's in that area. But that doesn't mean that it's finished. So this is why you don't jump into trades too early. You just wait and see. We'll see what happens. All right, let's go on to the next one. All right, this is Euro USD Swiss, and this was a nice little mini 415er. See, right there. So on one of my accounts, I did get a little bit of eating up off of it, but I just didn't feel comfortable holding this thing. So you know what? I closed it out. I think it may pull back down now on Monday. And we'll go to Ocean Wave and get a better perspective of that in just a moment. And you'll see why I say that, okay? USD, JPY, same thing. Just a little something. You know, it gave me a little something. A little something. And now I close it out. S&P 500. This one gave me some nice eating, okay? 415er, boom, boom, boom. 15-minute arrow. Came up and then gave this little drop. But with the S&P 500, US 30, those little drops can give you nice pipperoos. This one is setting up for a pretty little look for a reversal on next week. You can see the arrow has now come in. So, but it's the weekend, so I don't want to hold it. But you can see it's holding up right there. That may be the high. That may be it. Same thing with the US 30. Okay. And we got an arrow on the 15-minute. It did a little mini drop, but you see it's going right back up. I'm not going to hold it over the weekend, no matter what I see, because I don't know what's going to happen over the weekend. And that's a very expensive pair to trade. Let's go to gold. Gold I didn't do anything with. Gold I didn't do anything with, but if anything, there you go. Look at that. 430 perfectly. See that? See that? But it's not bouncing off of a trend line. You just have the ADR high and you just had resistance dots. Supply and demand zone. Yeah, I mean, you could have, you know, it has two pieces of evidence. And so, yeah, again, this is why when I give you guys strategy, you can tweak the rules, play with it, see what you feel comfortable with, because technically, yeah, I should have taken this. I could have taken it. It has at least two pieces of evidence. The average daily range high. It is in a supply and demand zone box, and it's sitting up against resistance. Drop to the 30-minute, and voila, to the freaking loss. So for all you guys like Miss Liz in our group who love trading gold, that would have been some good eating. Okay, so yeah, it still worked. It still worked. Notice how many of the 430 strategies, the continuation ones, how many of these have worked out, even while I'm doing this review, and how many did not. You didn't lose a single one of them. We missed some opportunities because we didn't have arrows, but not a single one of them lost because you were continuing with the trend, okay? All right, this is natural gas. It did a bounce, 415er, see, 2 or more candles. And let me mark this up. 2 or more candles right here, way down here, drop to the 15-minute, and that's a reversal. You can see it right there, right on the line, and it reversed and shot all the way up. Okay, that's a reversal. 415, again, 415 is reversal. 430 is continuation. Let's look at Happy app. Okay, now you're going to see better Ocean Wave with this one. Okay, so now we're done with that. Let's go to Ocean Wave and let's take a look. Okay, let's go to the ocean and get some seasick. Okay, let's get seasick for a minute. Go to the 30-minute just for reference and look at this. So if your broker allows you to trade stocks on it, use the Ocean Wave. You'll see it so smooth. I mean, you can use either one, but you know, if you're really trying to catch a trend and just ride it, look at that. Okay, look at that. This is Apple, and look at how smooth that thing ran. Look at this. Ocean Wave. Could have still been riding it. And y'all remember I did a video the other day and talked about this, about Apple. And look, it still was heading in the same exact direction because of Ocean Wave. See that? Ocean Wave called it like it was nobody's business. All right, natural gas. Let's take a look at natural gas. See, it now had hit the neutral zone on the 30-minute, which means get out of the trade because it may be ready to reverse, and that's what you saw. But look at how long you could have been riding natural gas to the downside. Okay, I'm going backwards now with Ocean Wave, going faster. Here's gold. As you can see, gold is just sitting there. It's not doing much. It did go up a little bit and went sideways. So anytime I see that, I really don't get into the trade. I don't like it. Why? Because I want to wait and see for this pullback. Now, this would be the time next week. If it continues up, then we'll take it to the upside. Okay, and just follow suit. All right, let's keep going the other way. All right, and there we go. We have the US 30. This thing has been going on a complete tear, and the markets have created new highs in the stock market, and the Ocean Wave called it like nobody's business. Look at that. Here's the S&P 500. But again, it is doing reversal on the other side, which means it may pull the price action back down to the main wave, which is cool, okay? All right. Here's US 30. I'm sorry, UJ. And as you can see, it's still doing a spongy bob, flat butt spongy bob, which means it could pull up to the main wave and drop or just drop. US 30, I'm sorry, USD Swiss, okay, nothing there. I don't see much. Here's the USD CAD. This is what I was talking about. See, it doesn't look like, and see, here's a line, a support line. Okay, here's a support line. Let me pull this open. Here's the support line. See that? Boom, boom, boom. And it broke through. So this means it could continue. So I don't feel comfortable trying to get a reversal trade on it. And this is still saying down. So it could go down a few more pips coming into next week before it actually sets up for a reversal. Okay. So that's why I said you can see things totally different with Ocean Wave. All right. Here goes NZD USD. And it did do its pullback, but it could continue back up. Okay. All right, and then next we have NZD Swiss. NZD Swiss is making a little bit of noise, but like I said, I don't trade these choppy, sloppy pairs, so I avoid them. And realistically, if you go to the 4-hour, all it's basically doing is consolidating and possibly going to push up later. Okay, all right, let's get to the next pair. NZD CAD. All right, sloppy and choppy. Go to the 4-hour. Nope, I don't like it. Okay, so we don't touch that one. But again, we'll see how it smooths out, whether it smooths out on next week. Okay, we'll see. All right, here we go. My camera froze up. Sorry about that. All right, let's go to NJ. Here's NJ. It still has the potential to have retested here and drop down. So we have to see on next week. This is why you don't rush into pairs. Now, this is an exact example of what I was talking about for you guys to understand those who have Ocean Wave. You see how price action kept on moving. High. What was the problem? It was too far away from the main wave, and then you get your reversal, and now it literally came back and retested. You can see the candles in there. Let me pull this down. You can see the candles in here where it came and dropped and came and tried to reach down and won't touch the main wave. That's why I said don't jump into trades if it had gone too far away from the main wave, because it's setting up and then it reverses and give you that massive move. So that move that we saw on GU where it did the major reversal, that's what you see on Ocean Wave. It was simply doing that. That means that it could pick back up and resume back to the upside starting next week, in early week. Okay, that's why I didn't hold my trades over the weekend. Okay, all right, G Swiss, not much there. GJ, now this one I like. It looks like it could come down. See how price action is close to the main wave? That's what I'm looking for. And look at the arrows down here. So this one, we'll see how the weekend can do anything. But coming on Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or New York time, I will be taking a look at this one to see if it sets up for a nice setup, and it could be pushing to the downside. All right, let's go to GCAD. Same thing. Let's go. All right, GCAD already did its dippity-doo, but again, it's too far away from the what? Main wave. So yeah, you want to wait for it to pull closer back to the main wave before considering if this is going to continue and go down further. But it's too far from the main wave, so I don't want it. All right, GN, as you can see, it's in the neutral zone. We have to see what happens next week. But overall, you can see right here from this perspective, it's just been sitting in a range. So no. Same thing here. We'll have to see what this does. I see all this, but price action moved too far from the main wave. I needed to pull back up. Euro NZD, neutral zone. We have to wait on that one. All of these things is just really what happened this week. Okay. So it's really not technically caring about what happened next week. It's really what did happen this week. And this week you could have eaten really, really good right here off of this trade to the downside. So if you would have got in right here, see them small candles? I love them. Okay. So right here to the downside, you would have made about 408 pips. That is what I'm talking about. It slowly goes sideways and then just drops off the map. So yes, you could have easily ate really, really good. So looking back, which is what we're supposed to be doing, not really assessing what can happen next week, because I really don't care. I start like it's like I ain't seen nothing. Okay. But what could you have done this week? Ooh, 400 pips right there. Missed. Okay. All right. Let's go to NJ. Same thing. See that slow movement? See how the candles never came above the main wave? See that? Okay. Main drop, first drop, 115 pips. Okay. This is choppy and sloppy. I wouldn't have traded that. Same thing with this, too choppy and sloppy. See that? Go to the 4 hour just to get a perspective. And now you can see it's meandering up, but it's just doing it choppy and sloppy. Consolidation. NU, same thing. It shot up and went sideways. So nothing that I missed on that one. Now this one I did miss. USD CAD. Look at this. See? Tight, small candles. And this thing dropped all the way by 145 pips this week. And I didn't take the trade. Oh my God. Crazy. See, this is the stuff you want to see. What did I miss? Oh my God. That was a big one. All right. Right here. And let me explain why. Because remember I told you guys the Feds were coming out with the news announcement about they came out on Tuesday talking about their inflation numbers and then came right back on Wednesday talking about the interest rates. So they have back-to-back news, which is why I avoided taking this trade. And so therefore, do I feel bad? Yeah, I feel bad because I missed it. But at the same time, you know, it is what it is. But one thing we do know, when the news did come out, who was actually right? Ocean Wave called it like nobody's business. So if I am going to gamble on news events, most of the time I'll go with the Ocean Wave, but me just to trade safely because you're managing other people's money, OPM, other people's money, it's best to just stay out of those trades. Stay out of them. Okay. All right. NU, we went to that. Did I go? I went the wrong way? Am I going the right way? All right. USD Swiss. Yeah, that one. Okay. We did that. S&P 500. We did that. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. All right. Sorry, y'all. Here we go. Euro NZD, we talked about that one. Euro Swiss, EJ. EJ, same thing. I might look at that one for next week to a downside. Everything looks really, really good, but we'll see what the market does over the weekend. Euro CAD, not that big of a deal to me. EG. Now, EG, remember I told you about EG? See how it just drifted slowly? So, yeah, you could have ate a little something up off of that. Euro USD, this is what I meant. See, too far away from the main wave. It dipped down and look at where it stopped at. Exactly on the main wave. Okay. I don't know why my thing is tripping. My camera's messing up. It's telling me hurry up and finish, I guess. All right. Let's see. All right. Same thing here. Nothing there. I ain't worried about it. CAD Swiss. That was nice. And I seen it too, but I just didn't get in it. I ain't gonna lie. That one is okay. Here's another one that could be going to the downside. AUD. I didn't like it. That one I didn't like. See, it shoots up real big. I'm waiting for it to come back. So we'll see what it does next week. AJ. Same thing. See how flat it is. We'll see how that plays out. AN. This one I should have taken. And I even told you guys, this is what I like. AN is a very slow pair. Very, very, very slow. But if you're going to trade, and my camera's freezing up again. Oh, my camera keeps freezing up, so I guess this is going to be, I'll do AUD and we'll close this one out. But here's the point. If you're going to trade slow pairs, especially for prop firms and you want to trade safely, get the slow pairs. This one's moved like on molasses. It's so slow. But look at how many pips you could have ate. Just imagine you had 10 standards on this one and you did about 45 pips. Okay? Not bad for prop firm. This one I didn't touch as far as Ocean Wave because see how it shot up and then went sideways? You don't want to chase a trade. If it ain't close to the main wave, I don't want it. Okay? All right, you guys, I'm wrap this video up. That sets us up for the weekend, and I will see you in Sunday's video. Peace and hair grease.